So what are we doing today? Well, we're going for a little field trip or test drive to make sure that this car can make it through the annual emissions check in this state. The initial customer complaint was not for a drivability issue, but it was actually they had their check engine light on and they couldn't get past the emissions inspection. So they brought it to us. Our diagnosis, well, it was running a little bit lean, and there was an issue with some of the trunking for the intake manifold. So that was repaired, and we also looked at other things on the vehicle. So what can cause a vehicle not to pass these emissions inspections? Well, chances are it might be the fuel injectors having a faulty spray pattern, that they're clogged right now by certain things inside the injectors. Also, the spray pattern matters because if the spray pattern has larger than normal droplets or the distribution isn't what it should be in the cylinders, it's going to cause carbon deposits. And when you cause carbon deposits, you cause turbulence. And this causes the readings from the oxygen sensors or air-fuel ratio sensors to not read correctly. In other words, they're getting hit with drops of unburned fuel and they're not working properly. So we're going for this test drive to make sure that the check engine light goes out and all the emissions monitors are set. And we're going to do another thing to hedge the bet in our favor. One way we make sure that test drive to confirm the repair has taken is we use some of this inside the gas tank. Rislone's fuel exhaust emissions and system cleaner. Make sure that those carbon deposits and also the deposits inside the fuel injectors are taken away. It also improves the accuracy of the air-fuel ratio sensor. So we're going to pour this in the tank and maybe go for a 20 or 30-minute test drive to make sure that all the monitors have been completed. That's it. So how do you measure emissions if you're not measuring at the tailpipe? Well, these emissions checks, they actually use the OBD2 connection to make sure that all the monitors are completed on the vehicle. In other words, it's using that air-fuel ratio sensor underneath the hood to check the emissions on the engine as part of a self-check. So if these emissions monitors are completed, well, then the car passes, and on my customer, well, they can get the tag. So the light has stayed out. We have proof that it passed the emissions check and our repairs were valid. And this is thanks to Rislone's Cat Complete Fuel Exhaust and Emission Systems Cleaner. If we didn't have this, it might take a little bit longer to reset those emissions monitors. But with this, well, the test drive wasn't so bad.